Hi guys, join me along my journey into property. I'm a property enthusiast looking to secure my first deal. Just a little bit about me. My main occupation is building contracting, and I'm currently carrying out maintenance works for housing associations in London. So I'm skilled with plumbing, tiling, carpentry, decorating, and pretty much anything else that occurs within a property. Let's go ahead and get to the auction and see some properties that were of interest. Hi guys, we're looking at some auction properties today at the auction house named Under the Hammer. I found this location, looks quite interesting. It's a two-bedroom terraced in Coventry. At the minute, auction price is at 116, which is I think is quite high. I'll give you the reasons why in a second. So, two bedrooms, one bathroom, and a decent garden. Now let's look at this property. It's got a pebble dash front. The roof looks in decent condition, obviously. Take it with a grain of salt from the pictures. But yeah, no, decent sized living room, quite long. This is the kitchen, decent sized kitchen, probably potential to extend that kitchen into the living room. The living room is quite large. One of the bedrooms, but there's no collapsing ceilings, which doesn't indicate any sort of roof leaks, so to say. Just that mark on the floor there, quite curious where that came from. But you know, it's an easily changeable carpet. As long as the ceiling's in good condition, it's not falling down, then I'm not worried about any leaks from the roof. Look like someone's had a go at that fireplace. Another bedroom and the bathroom. So you got a shower cabin, you got a bath, basin, and a WC. And the garden, decent size, a bit of a mess, but nothing it can't fix. Fortunately, there's not a lot of sort of rubbish to take away. There's always a nuisance when you have to pick up someone else's rubbish. There's a lot there. So now let's just compare this, right? Compare this property with one on the same road that sold previously. So we go to Rightmove. We look over at this road. We put in the name of the road over here in the search bar. So most recent one, 21 Uplands. So basically neighbors, you know, this is 80, that one's 21, probably on the other side of the road. So anyway, this sold for 175k in May of 24. So let's just see the condition that this property was in to achieve that price. So similar pebble dash finish, obviously, like, oh, okay. So straight away the difference here in the living room, it's been painted and decorated, which I think is a standard that you have to assume when you get into these auction properties anyway. The floorings are laminate, and I think they've got some new skirtings there as well. I think the ceiling is the old Artex type. They haven't bothered skimming that, but you know, it looks decent. It looks clean. The kitchen obviously in much better shape than our one. I mean, look at this kitchen. It looks like a rather smaller kitchen. This one must have a different layout. Probably what I mentioned about changing the layout of the kitchen and going into the living room a little bit. Oh, definitely a better kitchen. Still not a new kitchen, quite an old one, but you know, a functional, decent looking kitchen. Ceiling's got the spotlights, still got the Artex, just decent finish. Carpets are quite old and grimy really, but the walls are painted. They've put a curtain on and some curtains on the windows. Same similar sort of rubbish carpet, that magnolia on the walls. I can't stand that colour. Can't understand why you'd go for the already yellowed white, because white paint tends to go yellow anyway over time. Right, we got the bathroom, similar bathroom, no bath though, just a bigger shower cabin, but you can tell the layouts, it in essence is the same in this property. So just a quick comparison there, you know, you're looking at this property on the auction, it's at 116. So if you can achieve a similar standard to this, what we're looking at, the one that sold previously, you could possibly sell this for a good amount of profit. Now it all depends on the amount that it sells for, but looking at the investment sort of required in this property to get it in a sellable condition, I'd say generously 20k. You know, you want to do a bit of painting, decorating, change all the carpets, change the skirtings. Hopefully you can save all them doors, sand them down, give them a good lick of paint, and put in a new kitchen and a bathroom. And by doing that, you'll actually exceed the standard compared to the one that sold for 175k. Now, see, it all depends on this auction price, but a property like this, what's interesting about it, given that it's got I know it has a kitchen, right? It's functional. I know the lenders don't really look too much as to sort of what kind of kitchen. It's a sink there, it's functional. The water comes in and it goes away. So they'll lend you money. They'll let you refinance that property as long as that condition there is met. And the same goes for the bathroom. So the bathroom actually is quite decent in the sense that it's not in a state of disrepair. Yeah, it's old, but it's a functioning bathroom. So it has water, running water, and it goes away. So what's interesting here is that if you win this auction here, say you get it on a bridge loan, the minute you pay that off, you pay for the property, you pay the auction house. Now you exchange contracts, the property is yours. You could potentially go on a buy to let straight away. Why would you do that? You do that in the instance where you don't have the money to finance the repair. So you don't have the money to invest to bring the property to a decent standard. Because this property meets the criteria for a buy to let straight away, so it has that functioning kitchen, that functioning bathroom, you could straight away just get on a buy to let product and refinance that, pull that money out, invest into the repairs, then get revalued again and potentially borrow against it one more time. Right, let's go and look at another property now. So right, we're now looking at the second property. We're in the auction lobby now, 25 minutes left, current bid 68k. Wow, very enticing. We've got a 3-bedroom, semi-detached, similar sort of area, just outside of Coventry, Warwickshire, that's how you say it. Let's have a look on the map where that is. So like I said, just north of Coventry, a town called Chilvers Cotton. Right, so let's have a look at the property here. 3-bed, semi-detached, looks quite decent from the outside. Living room, clean. I mean, it's not collapsing, falling on itself. Yeah, it's dated, still in a good condition. You got the French doors, could possibly be a feature or not. Kitchen here, again, a functional, practical kitchen in the sense that if you were looking to refinance straight away, you could do that without any investment. Obviously, you'll take a lesser valuation, but you could do that. But you know, you've got to keep in mind that when you do that sort of deal, when you try and get a new valuation, you might go on a new mortgage product, which might mean you've cancelled the previous one, so you'll be subject to a cancellation fee, which sometimes it's a percentage of the amount of the property, or it's a preset amount sometimes, but you know, account for 4 or 5k. But it might be useful. It might be useful to suffer that cost sometimes if you don't have the funds to invest in the refurbishment, but you're able to at least get the property the first time round through a bridging loan. So you have that deposit for the bridging company, then you make the payment to the auction house, and now you're in the property. Once you're in the property, you get on a buy to let straight away, and that funds your refurbishment. Then you invest that money into the refurbishment, and then you can get another revaluation. So I say living room's decent, walls are not falling apart, just needs a lick of paint here. Kitchen definitely worthwhile installing a new one, but it's still in decent condition. You could refinance straight away and get your money out. It's got a little conservatory. So just looking at the bedroom here, big bedroom, small bedroom, quite small, probably just a single bed in there, a bit of damp, nothing that can't be sorted. Now this, I think the final bedroom looks quite large. The bathroom's actually decent. Again, still looks a bit dated, but though that vanity unit looks decent, the WC looks decent. The shower would actually look okay if you went for those grabby seals. Really, the main thing needed here is some newer tiles, you know, that blue tiling. But again, it's just a personal option, personal opinion on the sort of tiles there. Oh, we got a funny bifold door there, probably not a lot of space. The garden, quite large, full of weeds and stuff, but again, not someone else's rubbish to take care of, so that's quite good, you know, a bit of cleaning up, give these fences a coat of saddling, it'll look fresh again. So now let's look at the minute, 22 minutes left, 70k in the auction. Let's see what this could sell for. So we've put in Clement Street into Rightmove, and we've got a similar property. So let's look here. This is a semi-detached, right? Semi-detached, and this is also a semi-detached 3-bed. It looks to be on the end though. It's the end of the terrace, which sometimes is a disadvantage, but I think this one is definitely got a much bigger garden, very nice landscape garden with a pond as well. So you look at the finishes here, you've got painted walls, skirtings, carpets, you know, things that you're counting to do anyway in the next property. You've got some nice tiling on the floor, spotlights, and a fresh coat of paint. So this property here, in comparison to the other one, is done to a decent standard. Got a decent kitchen in place as well, all painted up, nice units, appliances, more tiling. So I'd say the layout is pretty much similar to the other one, but the finishes are a lot higher spec. So, and it's got a much bigger garden. So, I mean, it's an indicator of the price you could possibly get for this property. So this one sold for 250k in September 2023. It's not to say that you'll get the same price, because this property here is a bit bigger, but we can definitely achieve a similar finish in this property, you know, with the tiles, with the decorating, with the carpets, the kitchens, the bathroom. We can aim to achieve a high spec finish in this property as well, and then it will be valued at that high value, 250k almost. Because consider this is September 24, we're now September 2023, we're now in 2025. Properties are steadily climbing. It's not unrealistic to think you'll achieve a 250k valuation on this property at the minute, 70k with 20 minutes remaining. So unfortunately, there's not much more we can get offer here. So let's look at another property on Rightmove on the same road. So sold for 137 in 2023. So let's see here. So this is a terrace. It's not quite the same. So the property we're looking at, it's definitely a bit bigger. And this is a 2-bed, wherein our one is a 3-bed. So if we go by this 137, I think the property we're looking at is definitely worth in a higher price bracket than this one. Right, let's follow the auction till the end, so we'll catch up once the auction timer finishes. So we'll check out this final one here that caught my interest at the auction. 2-bedroom semi-detached in Derby, number 2 Aylesbury Avenue. So look at this, got the small extension outbuilding here attached to the building, though, to the main house. Right, let's have a look. Render front, chimney stack. So old carpets, you know, a bit of older property, definitely looks dated. Kitchen's quite spacious, maybe look at another layout in future. It looks like there's a little conservatory here as well, a pantry, probably smash that wall through and make the kitchen bigger, maybe potentially put an island in there. We smash this wall here, we get that additional space. See that door going through there. Wouldn't have this weird sort of alley forming here. We've got a little conservatory as well. Is that a lamp? Yeah, that is a lamp. It comes with a lamp in the garden for some reason. I think this is a sort of outbuilding here. So bedrooms, 1, 2, 3, no, just 2 beds. Bathroom in decent condition. So again, you could potentially refinance this straight away if you didn't have the money to put into a refurbishment. So this is that outbuilding there. That is a lamp, isn't it? Yeah. It probably is some sort of, it's not a live one, definitely not a live one. Yeah, it's not a live one. But anyway, so you get the sheds here, decent sized garden. What's interesting here, so this one's on 83k at the minute, 1 hour left. If we look at what similar properties have sold for, so a semi-detached 2-bed on the same road, 2023, this one was 200k. 2022, this one, no, this is a 3-bed, so we won't go by that one, that's a semi-detached. Okay, this is a 2-bed, so 2020, 127k, 2023, 200k. So we can go off this one. The neighbor sold number 9 Aylesbury, this is number 2, so just on the other side of the road, same house, same layout. Let's have a look at what this looks like inside. So to achieve 200k price on the valuation, we'd have to sort of achieve this kind of finish. So let's look. Front garden nice, fencing nice, the outside looks rather clean as well. The garden's nicely landscaped, new kitchen, new flooring, nicely decorated. Looks like new doors as well. So this is quite nicely done, isn't it? A new bathroom as well, brand new bath, brand new sink, brand new WC, new tiling. So this is a home to a decent standard. It's quite rather small. It's got a boiler in there as well. So if you look at this property here, you'd probably have to invest, say, 28k if you account for the boiler and allow a bit of contingency, and obviously the landscaping around the back. So this is the kind of finish you need to achieve for 200k in 2023. That's 2 years ago. You may know the market's gone up since 2023. You could probably estimate a property like this, the one on auction, at a standard like this, could potentially sell or be valued at 240k. Now at the minute, the auction's at 83k and 1 hour left. So we'll wait and see how it goes at the end and decide if this is a worthwhile investment at the end of the timer. See you shortly. So guys, we're back. The auctions have ended here. So let's look at the first one. 80 Uplands, Coventry, sold here for £142,000. And let's compare that with the potential selling price. So May 2024, sold for 175 here. The condition of this one is kind of decent. So 142. So looking at this, the one previously sold for 175 in 2024, let's say generously will achieve a valuation of 200k on this property after the refurbishment. So in my opinion, it's quite a high price. So you got the 142 sale price plus probably 10k auction fees, plus probably the cost for your bridging loan, and about 20k investment in the property to get it to a good decent standard. Plus they allow another 3k there for contingency. Who knows what you can end up revealing. So that brings you to a 180 cost in this property, 180k, and you could potentially achieve a valuation of 200, but we don't know that. Previously it sold for 175, but looking at this one that sold for 175, it was decent condition. It didn't have a new kitchen, it didn't have new carpets, it was just a lick of paint and just clean in general, but wasn't very modernized. So it's a conservative estimate, say we'll get 200 for that. Is it worth the risk? Is it worth fronting 180k in all the loan fees and the refurbishment work and the actual effort to get 20k profit? Potentially, but you know, I think we could aim for better. So I think it went on the high end of the price scale here. Right, the next one we looked at was 38 Clement Street. This one finished on quite a high price as well, 163k for this property here. So previously, comparably, we looked at a sale price of 250. So neighbors sold this in 2023 for 250k, but this was quite a different property that sold. There's not enough info on Zoopla, at least recent information, to sort of be able to deduct the exact price. You can see this one that sold here is quite a nicely finished, large tiles, nicely painted, spotlights everywhere, nice open plan, brand new kitchen. And what I didn't pick up about this one is previously, you know, as well as the landscape garden with the pond, it even has a garage on the side. So this being end of terrace comes with a lot more space. So this is a sort of high valuation that we're looking at, 250 in 2023. Could we obtain a similar price for this in now 2025? We could potentially get a 230, let's say. We could probably get close to 250. We could get close to 250, you know, house prices do keep climbing. So let's say that generously we'll achieve 250 on this property, you know. So you have 163 purchase price, you have 10k auction fees, you probably have about 10k loan costs for the bridging loan, and then you have to achieve a high end probably 25k investment in this property. So you're looking at a cost of 208, and say that you do get a valuation of 250, there's that much profit left in it, which is a good amount. But this is, I think, the information is not as clear as to the valuation we can achieve on this property, but it definitely has a good potential for a good profit. You know, you could probably turn this around in 2-3 months in terms of the refurb. Yeah, it's got the conservatory. So in terms of these refurbs, I'm quite confident in the costs and the duration, given that I'm a contractor myself, so I'm basing that on my experience there. Now let's go to the last one. 2-bedroom semi-detached in Derby, number 2 Aylesbury Avenue, sold for 130k. Quite a nice house there. Look how much space is on the side, nice generous garden in the front. We don't know if there's a drive so that you can get your car in. We don't know if there's a drop curb there, but you know, you can easily sort them out with the council. Decent condition, When I mean decent condition, it's not collapsing on itself, but it could do some work, definitely. Right, so sold for 130k, 2 beds, 1 bathroom. Now let's go and look on this road. So Neighbours sold previously in 2023 for 200k, sold in 2022 for 245k. So let's look at the condition of the one that sold for 200k. So nice landscape garden, brand new kitchen, brand new floors, painted, windows, doors, looks mint, nice little property. That was 200k. So we would look to achieve a similar finish to get that kind of return. Right, let's look at the one that sold for 245k, but in 2022. Right, again, sort of large, generous garden to the side, really very large kitchen. Oh, I think this one had an extension into the loft, hence why the price. 245 on this. So ballpark, let's throw it in the middle because you know, we have the appreciation over time from 2022 to 2023, and then now we're in 2025. Say we can achieve a 225 valuation on this property once it's been refurbed. So looking at this place, 225, let's do the math gently. So 130 purchase price, 10k auction fee, 10k bridge and loan fee. I reckon about 30k investment in this one, 180. So that brings us to about 180. Say put in 5k for contingency, 185, right? 185, and we said we can get about 225 for this one on evaluation. So 225 minus 185 leaves us about 40k in profit. So overall, I'd say this is the best property overall, because even though the profit figure is roughly the same as opposed to the one in Nuneaton, the purchase price is a lot smaller, so you have less investment up front in order to achieve the same sort of profit figure. So quite interesting, the auctions today. I think this one was only about 20k profit, which again is a good figure, but you'd try and aim for more than that. You know, why not go for the 40k profit ones? You can turn them around in 2 to 3 months, and then refinance that and keep moving on to the next. So if any investors are looking for any experienced contractors, give me a bell, and I can help you price up and estimate any investments you've got ongoing. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for watching this with me. Have a nice day.